How do you lay out your van so that you can live comfortably in under 72 square feet of floor space? Let's find out. Welcome back to 0 to 60 Van Life. Here we're building a van in 60 days, and this is day 30. That's right, 1 month in and 1 month to go. We're not quite halfway done, but we're getting there. Right now, I'm working on installing the floor, but that's not what we're talking about today. Today we're going to talk about something very cool that I did the first week of this project. Forget to record an intro for this video, which is about designing the layout for our van build. This was the first major step in the van build, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. To design the layout, I used a 3D modeling program called Autodesk Inventor. So let's hop into that and I'll show you what I've got.
Yeah, this old warehouse looks like a good place to plan our van. So this is what I started with. It's just a basic 6 foot by 12 foot rectangle representing the floor space in the back of the ProMaster. These aren't the exact dimensions, and in reality the floor isn't perfectly rectangular, but for our purposes, keeping it simple for now is totally fine. First, I'm gonna add this little lip to represent the raised seat platform and to show that this is the front of the van. So now we can start placing our furniture. Like I said in the last video, one of the main reasons I picked the ProMaster is that you can fit a full-size mattress widthways in the back of the van. So let's do that. I'm placing it up here so it can sit on the side rails and it'll give us a nice storage space below. The next thing we're gonna need is a kitchen. So let's put one of those here. I put this on the driver's side for one main reason, and that's the fold-up table here. My ProMaster has the factory swivel seats, so I really like the idea of being able to just swivel around, fold out the table, and just work or eat from the comfort of the driver's seat. And to me, it just made sense for that to be an extension of the kitchen counter. Now for the cabinets themselves, I'm planning on using stock kitchen cabinets right off the shelf from the hardware store. I figure this is an easy way to get a nice looking kitchen fast and without too much work. So I was a little limited by the stock sizes, but I settled in on this 30-inch sink cabinet and 18-inch cabinet of drawers. This will let me have a huge sink and still plenty of counter space to cook, especially with the fold-up extension. And while we're in the kitchen, let's add some overhead cabinets for good measure. So in this empty space, I want to have some kind of barrier separating the kitchen and the bed, just to make sure that I don't accidentally spray my sheets with water or something while I'm washing dishes. So let's add a nice big closet. This will give me a ton of storage space, and it'll let me hang some nicer clothes, so I can still dress up and look professional if I want. The number one question that people ask me when I say that I'm gonna move into a van is, where are you gonna poop? Like, come on. Isn't it obvious? In my kitchen. Now, ideally, I won't actually be using this very often, but I do plan on installing a toilet in the interest of being totally self-sufficient. This cupboard is perfect for housing the one I plan on using, which is the Nature's Head composting toilet. I plan on having it on some heavy-duty drawer slides so that when it's not in use, I can just stow it away in the sealed and ventilated compartment. Next is the refrigerator. I debated for a while about what kind of fridge I wanted, but I eventually settled on this dual-zone chest fridge. Chest fridges are generally more efficient than standing fridges, since opening them from the top releases less cold air than opening a vertical door would. And a dual zone fridge gives me the option of using one side as a freezer. This guy's also going to be on a drawer slide, so when I'm cooking it'll be nearby, but then I can store it under the bed to save space. Now here's a place where forethought pays off. Both the fridge and the toilet cabinets will be elevated off the floor, so if I want to put down a rug or something, I won't have to move it to use the sliding drawers. I went through all these dimensions pretty meticulously to make sure I definitely have enough clearance for the drawers to fully open. So let's add the rest of our underbed storage. This will be our garage. I didn't model the wheel wells or any shelving back here, but that's okay, because I'm not planning this out in detail just yet. I know that on the left, I'll probably keep my water tanks, any pumps and fill hoses, as well as a shower nozzle, so I can put up a curtain outside and take a nice cold shower out the back. On the right is where I'll probably put my electrical system, my batteries, solar charge converter, and any other electronics that I want to keep out of the way. Then all the space in the middle should be storage. Now all we need is somewhere to do remote work. I like having a dedicated space for this, so let's add a desk. But you know what's better than a desk? A desk with dual 27-inch monitors. Now that's some big desk energy. This is the part of the build that I'm most excited about. For me, having 2 monitors is almost essential for being productive at work. Now, these will be connected on 2 independent articulating arms. so that I can swing one over to watch a movie in bed, or I can swing one over to use while I'm eating breakfast. Not only that, the whole desktop will be on a rail, so I can switch from a sitting desk to a standing desk. It's really important to me that after sitting for a while driving somewhere, I won't be stuck sitting while I work. I can just imagine it now, opening the sliding door, standing at my desk, and working with some beautiful scenic view in the background. Which kind of brings me to the point of doing all this. Besides the obvious logistical benefits of making sure you have enough space for everything, planning like this lets you visualize what living in the van will actually look like. You know, the small things. Where you'll eat, how you'll do your laundry, what it'll be like day to day just hanging out. There'll always be things that you can't plan for. But for the most part, if you can visualize it, you can make it happen. For me, the more I picture myself just eating some cereal and watching TV in some park, the more I'm motivated to get out there and finish this build. So that's what I'm gonna do. Thanks for watching.